Might be some coughs. Still getting over being sick.
I am recording. Ba ba ba.
I am recording.
I am recording. Ba ba ba.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the 699th episode of the Pokemon Podcast. It's super effective. I'm your host, Steve. With me is Bobby.
Hello. I am back. I am sick, but I am back. I listened to the show last week. I think you guys did an amazing job with Chris. It was a great week for Chris to come on, I think, because of all the Kalos tour and Mega Night stuff. So good information. I feel like there's so much information that's happened just like in the last
They love to
week and a half.
throw us all of it at once.
Yeah, December of all times. Austin here with us.
I think I'm going to start just lying at this part, just so I sound like something's going on in my life.
Okay.
Because every week I think of something to say, and I've got nothing. So I went to Japan. I rode a skateboard, skydiving. I had a great week.
It's crazy. Crazy you went to Japan to skydive off a skateboard.
It was just like the hit video game Hi-Fi Rush. I don't even know if they do that in there, but...
All right. Well, speaking of hit video games, Pokemon Friends got an update this week.
Yes!
And I played it, and we're going to talk about it. We also have some Z-A news. They hit the Mewtwo button, which I think is a little concerning, but we'll get to that. They showed a new Mega. TCG Pocket has an update, but also no new set in more than 30 days. So that's interesting.
Well,
And then Mega Evolution Accended Heroes is the next set. And then if you stick around for our bonus segment, we will talk about the new stuff on Pokemon Center. There's a new plush collection. They're announced now, but isn't coming out until February. And there's some Christmas stuff. So that'll be our bonus segment this week for patrons or Apple Premium people for the episode. And then next week is the big 700. So that is both terrifying and exciting at the same time. Speaking of terrifying and maybe exciting, they showed off Mega Lucario Z.
yeah, they did.
This is off Pokemon.com. Mega Dimensions is filled with powerful Mega Evolved Pokemon, but Mega Evolution is about to get even more exciting with the introduction of Z Mega Evolution, and with it, Mega Lucario Z. Pokemon that undergo Z Mega Evolution require less time to fire off moves after receiving orders, but they also burn through their Mega power very quickly, making them less suited for long battles. Okay, there ain't any battles in this game that are lasting long, except for the Rogue Mega Alpha stuff. Otherwise, you're one-shotting everything in the Infinite Royale.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And in the battle row, whatever the outline thing is called. If you don't,
Club?
Yeah, the battle club.
Battle Club.
If
Battle
you're not
Club.
one-shotting the thing in front of you, you are getting one
Absolutely.
shot.
Yeah. I feel like
Yeah.
the whole like speed
Yes.
thing's cool, I guess. Like the strength plot, whatever. But I don't even know if it's gonna be useful or noticeable.
I think it would be useful.
I think
in
it'll be
the
noticeable.
Battle club,
Sure.
right?
You get a better chance to one shot, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
Z Mega Evolutions are most effective at securing quick, decisive victories. The first Z Mega Evolution being introduced in Legends Z-A will be Mega Lucario Z. While Mega Lucario concentrates its aura into a destructive force, Mega Lucario Z uses it to surround its entire body, cloaking itself in increased defense, flexibility, and agility. It can utilize its aura a variety of ways, including stretching it into a shield or channeling it into physical blows by concentrating into specific parts of the body, such as legs or fist. Like Mega Lucario Z is a fighting and steel type Pokemon. So there's your details. Bobby, you seem pretty excited about this.
I mean, I love Mega Lucario. So give me another Mega Lucario for sure. I'm into that. I mean, we've had Zeraora and now Mega Lucario Z. So this DLC is turning out to really work for me, I think.
I don't like its tail.
The tail.
You gotta let that go. You've been focusing on that.
I know.
I've heard you
I feel like
focusing
every
on
time
that.
someone talks about it, I'm like, you know what? I don't care for the tail. I like the rest of it though, design-wise. I think it's really cool.
Isn't the tail just Riolu's tail?
I don't know. It's too long.
I think it's the same shape and color as Riolu. Tail. I just think it's a little bit longer. Yeah.
But
the tail throws you
heard it
off.
here.
Not the.
Austin wants to chop
Just
this
like the
dog's tail
Slowpokes.
off.
get it out of
Not-
here.
Wait, the tail is bothering you, not the fact that it has like barboach ears.
No, I think the ears are cool.
Okay.
They
What do you
do
mean
kind of look like
barboach
barboach.
ears?
They look like barboach. What do you mean?
I didn't really put that together, but now that's all I'm gonna see now.
Way to go, Steve. You ruined it.
Am I wrong? Do they not look like barboach?
It's the fusion we've all been asking for years. The Lucario Barboach fusion. It's perfect.
So Lucario is a mixed attacker normally. And on Pokemon.com, it is saying that it's more defensive, it's faster, and it's more physical. So I wonder if that will make it better. Mega Lucario didn't see a whole lot of like competitive play.
It's a shame.
So like
really.
regular Lucario is 110 attack and 115 special attack. And then Mega Lucario is 145 attack and 140 special attack. So maybe this is probably something a lot of listeners know, but I'm sure there are some listeners that don't know what happens when a Pokemon Mega Evolves. All Mega Evolved Pokemon get 100 extra base stats, so they have to put them somewhere. And that's what makes or breaks a lot of Mega Pokemon. So, for example, like Mega Drampa is kind of not great because while they did put the 100 base stats into, I think it's like special attack, it's like really, really slow still. And so like it is designed for Trick Room in a game that doesn't have Trick Room, right?
Yeah.
So wherever they put the stats in Mega Lucario Z would make or break it. Also, depending on one, its moveset, but two, its ability. I saw a lot of people really focus on the fact that the typing doesn't change. And I really think the typing is... I said this on my Twitch streams. I think if you're only focused on typing, I feel like you are maybe more of a casual Pokemon fan than you want to admit. Because like the ability and where the stats go are significantly more important than the typing. This is why, you look at two Pokemon with the same exact typing, Dugong and Lapras, and one of those Pokemon don't get used at all, and it's not Lapras. It's Dugong. And this goes back to like the Mega Raichu conversation, where people were slightly upset that Mega Raichu, they're both electric types. But electric is only weak to ground. It has one weakness. It's just ground. And so the second you add fighting, all of a sudden Mega Raichu is now weak to fairy, it's now weak to psychic, it's now weak to flying. Oh no, sorry, not flying. I'm just making things up now. You're you're just adding more weaknesses for really no benefit. I guess you'd resist dark.
Seems like more cons
Yeah,
than
yeah.
pros.
So there's nothing too wrong with fighting steel. Mega Lucario gets adaptability, which increases the effectiveness of its stab type moves, so it just makes fighting moves and steel moves stronger. So the question is like, where are the base stats going in Mega Lucario Z? And
Where do the base stats go in Mega Lucario?
it goes into their attack and special attack. So it keeps it pretty much as a mixed attacker, and then it puts a little bit into speed. But that's pretty much it.
Interesting. Because, yeah. I mean, this definitely makes it feel like it would put some into defense instead. Like, it would just... Like, I wonder if it would flip. If they would just put more into defense... Maybe not in special attack anymore, right? So then just it goes into defense
It
instead.
does mention that
And
it like puts its aura into a shield or its fists, right? So I think that is a very solid guess of where they could go.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're putting like 30 into attack, 30 into special attack, 10 into defense, and then 20-ish into speed, and that's how you get to your 100. So
wait, you said they're putting it into defense already?
They put 10 into... Okay, technically they put 18 into defense, but nothing into special defense. Okay. And they put 90 to 112, 22 into speed. So if they took 30 out of special attack, which they gave the old Mega Lucario, and they put that into defense, I think that would be better, because like mixed attackers are really weird. Usually the problem with like a mixed attacker is when you're giving it a nature, you have to sacrifice something. And so usually you don't want to sacrifice speed, and usually you don't want to sacrifice your defenses. So usually you sacrifice the stat you're not using. So like with Drampa, you're never going to use its physical attack. You're going to use its special attack. With Pikachu's a physical attacker, so you're usually not using its special attack. With Lucario, when they're giving Mega Lucario 30 extra stats in special attack and 30 extra stats in attack, you're like, well, I feel like I have to pick one. And then on top of that, you have to EV train it.
Sure.
And you want to put as many EVs into the thing you're using the most. So it almost feels like 30 of those stat points are just kind of wasted if you decide to go full attack or if you decide to go full special attack. Now, if you're just going through like a normal playthrough, or you're just doing like the Infinite Royale, that's not going to matter, right? I'm talking more of like a higher end competitive sense, which ideally should happen when Pokemon Champions comes out.
Yeah, that's what I feel like all of this is gearing up toward, because to your point, like Mega Drampa being perfect for Trick Room.
Where is it?
But there's no Trick Room in the game, right? It's just got to be ramping up toward the next thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is there a chance, because this is our first Z Mega Evolution, it might get a couple more points to distribute? Would they do something like that? Or do you think that the change in like the attack and the Mega Evolution energy gauge, is that just for this game and has no relevance elsewhere, you think?
Okay, well, the most powerful Mega Evolution is Rayquaza. Yeah. And they only give it 100.
All right. So I would get probably not then.
And that one doesn't need a Mega Stone.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Well, I think I can speak for everyone when we say that it'd be great to see Mega Lucario Z be stronger than Mega Rayquaza.
I don't know if that's going to happen.
One legendary over another.
Yeah, I just double checked Primal Kyogre and Primal Groudon.
Just 100. Okay,
just 100.
All right.
Just 100. There's not. To be fair, there's not a lot of Mega Pokemon that do change. Like Ampharos is one. It gets Dragon. Spoiler: it doesn't make Ampharos much better, unfortunately. It's cool.
The luscious hair does, though.
Yes, visually, it's very cool. If you want to know, if we're just talking base stats here, when Ampharos Mega evolves, it gets 50 of its 100 base stats into special attack. It gets 20 into special defense. It gets another 20 in defense, and then it gets the last 20 into attack. Therefore, making 20 of its 100 completely useless because you would just never use attack. And then its ability goes from static or plus into mold breaker, which not that great of an ability either.
No, it's really not.
So if they did something better with like its 20 extra attack, or 20, if they did something with those 20 base stat into attack and they maybe gave it a different ability, could probably see more play. But
just wait for Mega Ampharos Z.
Yeah,
Just you wait.
I'm sure it's the next thing we're gonna see.
So I'm very curious what ability and where those stats go for Mega Lucario Z. Sorry, we know where they're going for Mega Lucario.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting because obviously it's only been almost 2 months since Legends Z-A came out, but we won't see any abilities for anything until, I would assume, Champions would be the first time that we would see any abilities on these new megas.
Yeah.
So there's a lot there. I mean, that's gonna potentially change a lot of things depending on what all these new megas get for abilities.
Yeah, even like I think of like Mega Clefable, and even though I don't love the Sanrio look that they gave Mega Clefable, I'm just like, Unaware was a pretty good ability on Clefable. So then when you Mega Evolve it, are you going to give it something as good as Unaware? Yeah, like what is Drampa going to get? I think Drampa's ability right now is like Berserker or something.
Are there Mega Pokemon whose abilities don't change from their regular form?
There's probably one Mega Pokemon where its ability doesn't change that I can't think of. But some are worse. Like Garchomp's. Garchomp is a terrible Mega evolution.
Right.
Because with Garchomp, sorry, this is probably a little more competitive focus than some people expect. So Garchomp has Sandveil and Rough Skin as its two abilities. When it Mega evolves, it changes it to Sand Force, which is like not super great. But also they do a thing where they take away base stats, which is weird. Okay, so the reason why Garchomp's like a really good Pokemon, like its typing is really good, Dragon Ground. Like I don't think you could Mega Evolve it and give it a different typing and make it better in that case. Like Dragon Ground is like really good.
Right.
So its attack is 130, that's its best stat, and then its speed is 102. And the important thing about like Garchomp's speed being 102 is like a lot of Pokemon, they have speed stats of like 100. So it just makes Garchomp like outspeed a lot of those Pokemon. Like Charizard is 100, Ninetales is 100. So being just like slightly faster is really good. When it Mega Evolves, its speed goes from 102 to 92. It's now like not outspeeding all those things you want it to outspeed. And
that's wild.
Then its attack goes from 130 to 170. So 40 goes into there. And then they were like, hey, we're just going to put 40 extra stats into special attack, the thing you're not ever going to use on a Garchomp. But like those, just by like, it's like, okay, 40 into special attack, I'm not going to use it, but like the physical attack gets stronger, that's cool. But them just simply taking 10 stats away from speed just is so terrible for that Pokemon. And that's why I started off this conversation going like, oh, if you're hyper focused on Mega Lucario's typing,
Sure.
you might be a little bit more casual, and that's totally cool. There's nothing wrong with being like a more casual fan, but like I just want to point out the importance of like where stat distributions are, because again, with Garchomp, taking away just 10 points in speed ruins that Mega evolution.
You know, it's funny you say that because it makes me think. Earlier, you said that Mega Lucario never really saw much competitive use, and obviously Mega Garchomp probably wouldn't see much competitive use with stats like that. So I wonder if it's possible if we're going to see more of these Mega Evolution, like Z evolutions, be Pokemon who could be better, like Megas that could be better competitively, almost like they could like fix them, So it's like, oh, you might not use Mega Garchomp, but like now Mega Garchomp Z is going to have better stats for competitive or something like that. I mean, we've only seen one
Sure.
of these evolutions, right? So we have no idea what else they're going to throw
The
at us.
Z Pokemon
But
are just going to be like popular Pokemon, right?
well, then Garchomp could be one
I
of them.
truly hope Charizard gets one. This is not a bit. I really, really hope it does.
Charizard's Megas are actually like decently really good.
But give it another one. It'd be so funny.
It would be funny. It would be funny. Yeah, I know. My first thought was, is Mewtwo going to get one? Because they pushed the Mewtwo button at the same time as introducing the Z evolutions, it just made me feel like maybe Mewtwo would get one. But now that I think about that, then you'd be putting the Mewtwo Z behind a paywall, and they already like took that away from X and Y.
I don't think they care about the paywall conversation. They
No.
They
I'm not
literally
saying
put Blacephalon and Stakataka behind a $40 paywall.
Hey, Blacephalon and Stakataka are worth that $40. Tell you that.
Well, Stakataka was really good competitively at the time. Blacephalon, not so much. Speaking of Mewtwo, good transition. They hit the Mewtwo button. I thought they were going to wait till Pokemon Day.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like that would have been way too late because I feel like they'll be done talking about ZA on
Way
Pokemon
too late.
Day.
We have DLC in 3 days. I don't think we need the Mewtwo button right now.
I think that we've talked about this in the past where it's like they're going to be done talking about ZA on Pokemon Day.
Oh no,
they don't want
yeah.
people.
I think this solidifies
So
it
I don't
even
think
more.
Mewtwo button's too late at that point. They need to get that in now. They don't want to bring up and look at this cool thing for ZA like in February. They want that all passed so that they can just straight be like, only think about the next generation of Pokemon.
Yeah, because we knew when the games came out, when people were like looking to see how to shiny hunt or like looking to see how like the catch rate worked, like just looking at the code, they were like, oh, there's a Mewtwo in here and there's a Diancie in here. Like, duh, these are two Pokemon that like also Mega Evolve. Of course, they would like eventually be here. But we knew that we knew that both those Pokemon had like story missions and that they existed, or not story missions, but like the side missions. That's it. Those were the two that were in the game, and now they're here. And what Mega Pokemon are we missing at this point that aren't the new ones? Were Latios, Latias, Kyogre, Groudon,
Gen 3
Rayquaza,
starters.
and the Gen 3 starters. Yeah. So yeah, I think them hitting the Mewtwo button now is pretty much like really solidifying that once February comes, they are completely checked out with this game.
Oh yeah,
I understand it. It is a little
definitely.
unfortunate, but I do get it. Right? They want to promote the next game. The big game. So that's fair. It would be cool though if they did wait though to be like, oh, here's all the new stuff coming, but here's something to do right now. So it is unfortunate. I guess they push the button now, unless they have something else planned that's like, do this right now. Because I always think that's fun.
Yeah, I mean, people wanted DLC for Arceus, and what we got was like that forced update that changed
Daybreak.
Outbreaks.
Or whatever it was
update,
called.
though.
Yeah, that changed everything.
Yeah, it was fine.
It was fine.
But it was weird. To me, it was like weird that Outbreaks were a certain way, and then they hit that
they changed
button.
it completely.
Yeah,
Completely changed it.
I'm waiting for the bench update where they just changed the way benches work completely, and they're like, it's a new game now.
They just remove all the benches from the game. You can no longer sit on a bench.
Bench break.
Bench break.
Yeah, the Mewtwo mission is fine. Like it's like I think the Mewtwo. If you haven't done the Mewtwo mission, I don't want to spoil it. It's not like it's a long mission, right? You just go to Lysander's lab and you battle and catch Mewtwo. But I think the dialogue they have is really good.
You're like, if you haven't done the mission, I don't want to spoil it. Here's
It was
exactly
in
what
the
the mission is.
trailer, you know.
Yeah, look, they tell you as soon as you boot up the game and download it, you gotta go to Lysander's lab.
I haven't. I honestly, like I said, I've been sick this week. I haven't played any games, so I haven't played the Mewtwo mission yet.
Yeah,
but-
when you mystery gifted, it's like go to Lysander's lab. But anyways, there's a bunch of dialogue around it with Mabel, and it's really fun.
Nice. That's cool.
It's like the highlight of the mission. You can catch him whatever you want, by the way. If you wanted a well, depending if you have like Dream Balls or Safari Balls, that would be if you did those
Right.
Battle Royale stuff.
Not me. Not, or at least I didn't get to rank A or whatever to get that.
To get like the
But-
3 that you get, yeah.
Yeah. No, this will be going into a luxury ball, just like every
I
other
might just master ball it.
legendary I catch.
Maybe.
Just
Master
Master
Ball?
Ball it?
It fit.
I used my Master Ball on the
See, that's
7
what I
star
also did
Mewtwo.
that. It just
Yeah,
feels
see,
like
you
it
already have a
fits,
Mewtwo and a
though.
Master Ball.
I
Yeah,
don't
what?
know.
Sure. I guess the colors.
I mean, that's what Giovanni wanted it made. Sure, yeah.
Okay, I guess you're right.
Lore-wise, yeah.
Okay, well, better do it again.
Yeah, after DLC, it's like, is the DLC going to have like a Mewtwo, Magearna, not Magearna. Magearna doesn't get enough
Not
Mega
yet.
Evolution. Yeah, is the DLC going to have like these side missions where they'll just randomly come out on a random Tuesday for no reason?
I don't want to like speculate too hard. I feel like they have to do something for Volcanion, right? Right?
You're real stuck on this Volcanion
I don't know.
thing.
It just
I feel like
feels
you've
like
said it
needs
multiple
to be
times.
somewhere. We got the Hoopa. We got Diancie.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. I think
did-
Mega Rayquaza
Sure.
could get like one of the side missions as
Yeah.
well.
Did we talk about this last week where I now think the Pokemon home gift for this game is just going to be shiny Diancie because that is the Kalos Tour shiny?
Mm, I don't like to think about it like that. I would rather it be shiny Volcanion.
Oh, now we want Volcanion.
Now you both on
Now
the
we want
Volcanion
it.
bandwagon
Okay,
now?
shiny Volcanion's real good though.
There's like nothing that signal. Well, it also doesn't have to be a mythical because
True.
Legends Arceus
Sure.
gave us Enamorous, and that's
Yeah.
they could just like, oh, here's just a regular old Zygarde that's shiny. You forgot to go to GameStop 7 years ago. Well, here's a
I
Zygarde.
guess that'd be okay.
Yeah. Zygarde's got a good shiny.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, yeah, no one's disagreeing with that.
Shiny AZ's Floette. Here it comes.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah, you'll have to wait till the remakes of X and Y
Yeah.
in 20
Yeah,
more
yeah.
years for the shiny Floette. Yeah, well, DLC is this week. There's going to be more Z megas according to Pokemon.com. There's going to be more megas. So I guess we'll figure that out. I guess for spoiler purposes, next week's show will probably not at all focus on the DLC unless there's like official DLC news, like,
Sure.
you know, buy the DLC in the first week and get
Yeah.
Mega Baxcalibur Z or something. I don't know if that's a real thing, by the way. Next week will probably be just a normal episode. And then if we do decide to do mini episodes, I don't know how long the DLC is. Like, I don't know what $30 to you get 10 hours of game, you get 15 hours. Like, I don't know how long it will be, but we'll probably save that for the following week, which would be Christmas week. That would be like the 22nd. So we'll see when we'll see this week when the DLC comes out. How long that will be, what that looks like, etc. So expect a normal podcast next week, and don't worry about like, oh, I don't know if they're going to spoil it. We won't. We haven't really talked about any post game stuff of ZA currently. So
Yeah.
All right. I think that's it for the Legends ZA stuff. What we'll do is we'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we have some Pokemon Friends, and we have some Pokemon TCG Pocket / TCG you'll never be able to buy in a store.
Yeah.
We will be right back. And we are back from our break that you would have never guessed. Who cares about Mewtwo in ZA when Pokemon Friends got a brand new update? The Pokemon Friends might have more updates and might have a longer life than Legend ZA to the Pokemon Company. I'm calling it now.
Yeah. I could
It's
see
wild,
that.
but you're probably right.
I could see that for sure. I'm surprised that we got an update at all. But now that we did, I'm thinking we got more to come.
Right.
For sure.
They already copy and pasted Think. They just got to keep copying and pasting more of the Think games into this. I'm waiting for Pokemon.
Yeah, aren't there like 10 million
Yeah,
puzzles or
there's a lot.
something?
10,000 trillion.
I'm waiting for Pokemon Friends EX.
Stop. Don't.
I played it. I logged back in to play it. I'll tell you, this is off Sarumi, literally the only website probably ever going to report on Pokemon Friends. Mr. Joe Sarumi says this update adds new Pokemon and Yarn, as well as 10 new mini games. When a stage reaches level 6, you will receive more Yarn each time it's leveled up. I didn't even know that this was like a thing that could happen. This starts with scrap yarn that will turn any yarn you collect at 5, but then at level 9. But at level 9 and above, you will get standard yarn. We'll circle back to this. They added 50 new Pokemon, and what yarn is needed to create them. Sarabee has like what those 50 are. And then they updated the puzzles to add 10 new puzzles. And then they added room customization with newly added customization options. And that was it. It was a free update. I think I'm not 100% sure if the 10 puzzles are paywalled, but Sarabee is saying that the shop updated to indicate the new puzzles are there and they don't cost any money. So if you already spent the $30 for everything, obviously you would get this.
Mhm.
It looks like five of the new puzzles are Puzzle Pack 1, and 5 are Puzzle Pack 2. So yeah, it looks like these 10 puzzles are for people who bought Puzzle Pack 1 or 2.
Okay. Because like for mobile, I only bought the $9.99. I didn't buy Puzzle Pack 1 and 2. I just bought the $10 package. Because on Switch, you have to pay $10, but on mobile, you can just play for free.
Oh, right.
But you can buy $9.99 to unlock the whole game other than Puzzle Pack 1 and 2. So, okay. So you have to... This coming from someone who I don't even have the game on my phone right now, if I'm being honest. But...
I don't know the last time I opened it, yeah.
Yeah.
I put a lot of time into Friends. My goal is to like try to 100% it.
What?
Well, because once
Okay.
you get a puzzle to like level 9 and then it's done, and then it like sparkles that you like did it.
Okay.
There's a reason I stopped playing Pokemon Friends. And I learned very quickly when I went back to do this update why I stopped playing. Because it will serve you puzzles that you have mastered. And you're like, I need to master these other puzzles, and you're not serving them to me. You're serving me the ones I've already done. Like there's
Right.
the one where what is it, like Fennekin has to like jump up the isometric tower, and you just have to move in what direction she goes. And I've already like that's already like rank 9 for me. And they were like, "Well, here it is again." And it's like, I don't need to do this. I've done this. I've proven to you that I went from rank 1 to rank 9. And I will say, when I went back, it was again frustrating. They were like, "Here's 2 old puzzles and here's one of the new puzzles." And I was like, I want give me the new ones, or give me the ones I haven't mastered yet. And I did all 10. I eventually did all 10. I will say that the majority of them are fine. There's like an Electrode one that was like pretty interesting. The Esper one I feel like was already hard off the bat, and I could see that one getting harder. The Esper one was like 2 Espers, and they both need to get the finish line, but one of them is inversed, so you have to like if you
Okay.
so when you're moving them, they're going like opposite.
Right,
Also, randomly,
right.
Spheal has another puzzle. There's 1,000 Pokemon, and now there's 2 Spheal puzzles. I don't know what this love of Spheal is. There's plenty of Ice-type Pokemon.
Does it roll around?
Yeah, it's another rolling one.
Yeah, I mean, Spheal's just made for that. I mean, Spheal's made
There's
for rolling
so
around.
many circle-y Pokemon.
Yeah, I guess that's true. They could have done like a Togedemaru.
There's like a Meryl one where
something.
you have to build a bridge. I think that one's pretty good. What else did they add?
Well, see, that's the problem. They put Meryl in a not rolling position.
There's a Clefairy one that's pretty good with like a cave. That one's all right. Yeah, I think there's some good ones. But there are new plushes. And there was I don't know if this existed before. I don't think it did. But there's like a place where you can go to see the plushes and like zoom in on them. Like a plush Pokedex almost. And I feel like that wasn't there before. But also, Pokemon Friends had a Christmas tree on like the main menu. And then they had like a winter deerling in one of the photos. And I was like, I don't think winter deerling nor this Christmas tree was here in July when I played last. So
Probably not. No.
No, but I think that does solidify that this game is going to last for a while.
yeah, because they're
Yeah.
gonna have to update it again to
Seasonal.
remove the Christmas tree,
Yeah.
and then to like
Yeah.
add a deerling. We said this when we exposed, not that we exposed, but when we reported on the news of exposing that this was just think. I don't have a problem with that. Like that like reskinning a game that's like decent or like fine or like average with Pokemon, have zero problem with that. I even think like $30 for everything for like a spin-off game, that's what you would have gotten with like Pokemon Art Academy or Pokemon Rumble or Pokemon Ranger. Like, don't have a problem with that either. I just my problem with the game is like I've played so much of it that there's just specific puzzles. 1, I'm bad at, and 2, I'm sick of. Like, I never want to do Take It for a Spin again, which is the Pidgeotto one. I got it to level 9. I'm good with it. I never want to do it again. And then they're like, hey, it's time for Take It for a Spin. I'm like, no, I don't want that one. I want the new Clefairy one.
They don't want you to get rusty. They want to make sure your skills are top notch.
I think one of my problems with this game is that there's not enough to do with your friends.
I think your friends are the plushes you're getting.
Sure, but if there was like, I guess I don't really send gifts in Pokemon Go either, but I don't know. I think that'd be a cool thing. Like, here's like a free yarn or something.
Were you about to say if there was a social aspect?
Yeah, but
you don't
guess
do
I-
social
maybe I
aspects
am.
in other games already. So.
Yeah, so never
Okay.
mind.
Yeah, I wonder what the like deal was. Like, I wonder, like, this had to be in the works, right? Of like, hey, we're gonna add some more games, we're gonna update the menu, we're gonna add a couple more stamps. Like, logistically, I wonder if it was all the work is done and now they're just like drip feeding it, or that I can't. I don't even know who the developer of this game was. Well, whoever's making Think Think.
Wonderfy, I think, or something like that.
Or is it like, hey, Wonder Lab? Think Think is the popular educational app Think Think by Wonder Lab, designed to build critical thinking for kids age 0 to 10. Okay, I think saying 0 to 10, it should maybe be like ages 2 to 10, right? Like,
Are there any 0-year-olds? I comment down, comment on
Yeah, right. Comment.
if you're 0 years old and playing Think.
but the big difference between Think and Pokemon Friends is Pokemon Friends is like, you have 30 seconds for this entire puzzle, and Think is like, you have like 3 minutes for this puzzle. Like, there's a lot of puzzles I could solve, but it's like, I have 2 seconds left while this puzzle just started, and I'm out of time, and I can't solve it now because, like,
Yeah, a lot of the challenge is the timing.
yeah,
It would take.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if there's like a long-term deal of just like, you're going to keep updating this app and we're going to keep giving you money, which I think is like a win-win, right? Like the Pokemon company has a lot of money. And so if this keeps Think or whatever other companies they work with in business longer and pays their employees, I think that's fantastic. But I can't imagine reskinning 10 games and adding a Christmas tree. Like, how old is this game? 4 months? There's no way that takes 4 months of work, right?
No,
I couldn't imagine.
no, definitely not. But I think to your point, I'm sure they probably have more ready to go, and they're just going to change it as time passes.
Because
Right?
I think the game
They
came
don't
out
want to drop everything at once.
July. Because I definitely played it
Okay.
over my birthday streams.
Sure. So 4 months, 4.5 months.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Pokemon Day 2026.
July 22nd.
Okay, July 22nd. So for in 2 months for Pokemon Day, they're gonna say Pokemon Friends EX. We're adding more puzzles. Here's a new price. We revamped the yarn system. We added the social aspect. Austin can now send yarn to his friends.
I will play now.
Has Pokemon Friends hit the Mewtwo button yet?
No, there's no Mewtwo plush, from my understanding.
Got it.
If they have Terrapagos though.
Okay.
All right.
They
Which form?
the Terrastal form.
Wow, that's a choice.
They have Teal Mask Ogerpon. They have Miraidon, Koraidon. They did, with the update, add Screamtail. It is the only Paradox Pokemon plush in the game. That's pretty cool.
Okay.
It was cool to
That's
get a
fun.
Screamtail.
It took ZA less time to press the Mewtwo button, though.
Right.
Than Pokemon Friends.
Yeah, that's right. Pokemon Friends hasn't hit the Mewtwo button, which means
Very
there's some
surprising.
longevity there. Think of how many people would rush out to download Pokemon Friends if the Mewtwo... The Zeraora is a plush, by the way.
Okay. Have they done Mega Evolutions yet?
No Mega Evolutions. Mega
They gotta get on
Pokemon
board.
Friends. Maybe that's what they call it.
Whoa.
Where you could get the Mega Yarn.
The Mega Yarn.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still not.
Austin's not playing.
Yeah, who would have thought? Who would have thought that we would be talking about Pokemon Friends still? I don't even think Pokemon.com has the Pokemon Friends update on their website. No, they don't. How are they supposed to be advertising this game? Who's running this
I think
website?
this is a game that they need to advertise. If you know, you know.
I don't know.
I do wonder, like, how many Think fans have played Pokemon Friends. If there is much overlap there,
Because
I feel
to be
like-
0, right?
well, they would be the ones that would be like in an uproar if they paid and then realized that they're
That's
playing
true.
the same games that they've been playing for a decade on Pokemon Friends. I feel like that would be the only group that might be a little upset with the whole reskinning situation.
It took several months for people to put those pieces together. That Think was just reskinned.
Right.
So, do you think there was like somebody who was maybe above the age of 10 who was playing Think? Like, I have no. I do think it's kind of silly that they put an age thing on it, because when I think of simple puzzle games, I always think back to Brain Age and how Brain Age was marketed towards anyone can play this, and it's just good to like stimulate your brain. And I'm sure Think probably falls under that same science / research of just something to do to stimulate your brain. But was there an avid Think person watching the Pokemon Direct at the time being like, wait a minute, like I know Think when I see Think, and this is Think?
There could be someone, because that game's been around for a decade or longer. There could be someone who was a kid playing Think, who then, like as a kid was playing it. Now they're 10 years older, watching the Pokemon Direct, and been like, hey, I remember those puzzles when I used to play Think a lot.
Who is that YouTuber? Candy Eevee?
Candy Eevee.
Didn't she say, though, a viewer was the one that pointed it out to her?
Yeah, that's what you said, or
So
that's what the article said.
That would have been the Think kid.
That's the person.
One.
Yeah. The one. Yeah, they were maybe they were playing it when they were 0 years old, and then they are now like 10 or 11, and they were like, I remember playing these puzzles when I was 0 years old.
Need to message my favorite Pokemon YouTuber about this breaking news of Think.
No, I don't know. Going back to that really quick, I do think the reskin is not a bad idea. Like, this whole thing is kind of cool, because if you were to like reskin Fruit Ninja to a Pokemon game, I'm downloading that instantly. But I'm not gonna download Fruit Ninja right now. You know what I mean?
No,
so like,
I
think
agree.
this works, and I don't think this is bad, and I wouldn't care to see it a couple more times, I think.
If you told me Temple Run was getting a Pokemon reskin,
Absolutely.
I've never downloaded Temple Run, but I'm in. I'm like instantly in.
For sure.
Temple Run was great, and I would absolutely play it again if Pokemon were involved. But the big question is, if it's Fruit Ninja, is it Scyther? Who's the Pokemon?
I mean, yeah,
Okay.
probably Scyther, right?
Got it.
I was thinking Bisharp in my head, but Scyther makes more sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Aegislash.
Yeah. Good point.
You ever
Options.
you ever play like Tiny Tower? You remember that, where you had to like do like floors on iOS and the floors and like.
No,
Yeah,
I don't think I ever
Pokemon
played
reskin of
that.
Tiny Tower? I'm trying to think now. I'm trying to think of like all the old iOS games that were like
Doodle
Flappy
Jump.
Bird.
Doodle Jump, Flappy Bird.
Yeah.
Flappy Bird was free though, wasn't it?
I think so.
There was a point on very early mobile games. This doesn't exist anymore because the model doesn't work. Where you would pay like $2.99, $1.99, and then you would have that game. Disco Zoo. Do you remember Disco Zoo?
No.
Oh my gosh, Disco Zoo was so good. What was that game where you had to land airplanes? Do you remember that one?
Flight Simulator?
No. There were like airplanes that would come in, and then you would have to draw the path for them to land.
Oh.
And then there would be a lot of airplanes, and you would have to draw it so they wouldn't collide into each other.
I already have too much anxiety with flying. I can't play a game like that.
I don't remember what that game was called. It was really good, though. Doodle Jump, though. Doodle Jump was big. Cut the Rope.
Cut the
yeah,
Rope.
Cut the Rope.
Oh, yeah, that was a
Do y'all know
great
about
game.
Dune?
The
Like the
movie?
movie?
No, not the movie. No, it was just like a game where you had to like control a ball, and you could choose, like, it would go up ramps, and the goal was just to get it as far as you could without crashing.
No.
Interesting.
I played that one a lot.
What was the thing before Temple Run? That was like a
Subway
running game?
Surfers, or was that after?
No,
that's
wait,
after.
no. I think I'm thinking it backwards. I think it was Temple Run, then it was Subway Surfers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Subway for Surfers just got a re-release on Apple Arcade this last weekend. I think Subway Surfers is like Subway Surfers Plus. If you're on Apple Arcade, you can download
Subway
that.
Surfers EX.
Yeah, no, I just saw a thing about Subway Surfers and Power Wash Simulator got a re-release on Apple Arcade as well.
I think the game I'm thinking of is. I can't believe you guys have never heard of Disco Zoo, Tiny Towers.
The first internet game or online game I remember
Tiny Tower.
playing.
Sorry.
Yeah, I know I've heard of Tiny Tower, but I never played it. The first internet game I remember playing was the helicopter game where you just had to click your mouse to try to get the helicopter to be the right height and then dodge the cliffs and things like that.
Okay, yeah, I know about that.
You're
one.
just describing Flappy Bird.
But that is Flappy Bird.
Yeah,
right?
that's what Flappy Bird is based
Yeah.
off of. It's based off of that helicopter game.
Or, one of my favorite, Crossy Road, but that's just a ripoff of Frogger.
Crossy Road, yeah.
But I
Crossy
like
Road's
that
pretty
one.
good.
Yeah.
Yep. Plenty of games that Pokemon could reskin.
Come on, Pokemon, let's do it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about some more mobile games, just in the form of trading cards. We'll be right back. And we are back from our break. The latest TCG Pocket event is now live. This is off Sarumi. This event is the latest Wonder Pick, which features Eevee and Drifblim promo cards, as well as various missions to earn shop tickets to collect cosmetic items around Mega Gyarados. It will run until December 17th. Not that that's that exciting. They're just repeating events as they have been. Look, Pokemon Friends is adding new puzzles. What are you doing, TCG Pocket?
I have a big announcement. I, for the first time, do not have all the promo cards. I've missed some.
Oh, no.
And so now I don't know what to do.
You have to throw your phone into the ocean.
I think I'm going to uninstall the app, throw my phone in the ocean. Because now what's the point? There's a big gap in my collection.
Yeah, there's no point.
I think this... I didn't expect this segment to turn into the psychology of mobile games. I think this is a big turnoff, concern. Something about the... making players rely on the fear of missing out to keep them playing. I understand that.
Right.
But as soon as they miss something, there's this relief.
Yeah.
There's something else that this is much deeper than that.
This also applies to Scarlet and Violet with 7-star raids. People felt compelled to do every 7-star raid, and as soon as they missed a 7-star raid, they were like, "I don't care anymore. I guess I'm done.
Oh, yeah.
I guess I'm not going to do any more because I already missed one. So what's the point?"
Yeah, I missed the second 7-star raid, so I was out real early on that one. That was nice.
You're like establishing this all or nothing mindset, and if you can't have all of it, all of a sudden you don't care.
I don't care. Yeah.
I mean, what do you expect from a company whose catchphrase is "gotta catch 'em all"?
Yeah, but
that's gonna be the mindset to some extent.
I think if they allowed the trading of promo cards, or if you knew that promo cards were going to come back a little bit more often, I think you would stray away from this all or nothing, I'm out attitude. I mean, I had that too with Pocket. As soon as I missed a promo card, I was like, I'm free.
Mm-hmm. Well, because they did just do the thing where they reran, I think maybe a majority of the promo cards. And so
a majority.
They'll probably do it again. And so there will be an opportunity to get those. Will I try to get them? Probably. But now that I can just enjoy opening my daily packs and not have to worry about, did I miss a promo or not? It might be kind of nice.
It is. And I'll tell you, when they come back, you might not actually care enough to go for them.
Maybe I won't.
I didn't. I had the opportunity, and over that period of time because I'd missed a couple
Mhm.
promos. First off, they didn't bring all the promos
Okay.
back in that time period because there were like 2 that I didn't get that were not available in that. Yeah, in them bringing them back. But for the ones that I could have, I did not even find
Mhm.
myself going for like the Machamp that I needed.
Well, yeah, because at that time it was nice to feel like I was able to skip an event because I had all the promos, didn't need to worry about any of this stuff.
Yeah.
And so now I wonder if every event is gonna feel like that, where it's like, oh, I don't need these promos. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
It'll happen. I mean, soon enough. You'll know soon
Yeah,
enough.
yeah, probably.
There'll be another event in like 2 weeks.
I'll be like, oh, I forgot.
Speaking of events, this is the longest we've gone without a new set in Pocket.
Not true, actually. So this is what I was gonna say. When the set first came out, when the game first came out, October 30th, they released Genetic Apex. Mythical Island didn't come out until December 17th.
Oh,
There were 6 weeks in between the first set and Mythical Island, and then
we reckon it's just because it's a 3-pack?
Yeah, I think so.
yeah, I'm guessing it's
Yeah.
because it's 3-pack. So they just give you a little extra time
Okay.
before releasing the next set. So I'm expecting, especially because this Wonder Pick event
Until
goes
17th.
until December 17th, that we're gonna get a new set. I'm assuming we get a trailer this week, and then we get a new set on December 17th or 18th.
Probably the day after this gets put out.
Probably an hour
yeah,
after
it's
we
like,
stop
oh,
recording.
okay, bought new podcast episodes out. Oh, also there's a trailer that just dropped.
Oh, I see what
Let's
you're
watch
saying.
that.
So yeah, Genetic Apex, October 30th. I didn't realize Mega Rising was also October 30th.
Yeah.
And then from Mythical Island to Space Time Smackdown was December 17th to January 29th.
Yeah. And then they were on the monthly from there. It was monthly.
Do you think they're going to do Smack Dab on the 17th again? Next Wednesday?
I think so because this event that's going on currently is until December 17th. Although what day is December
Wednesday.
17th? It's like a
So that would be pretty
yeah,
normal.
so I could see them doing that.
They could put a new Mega
Yeah.
Pokemon on it. Like Mega Lucario Z.
Oh yeah, that would That
That would actually be really cool.
What's on Mega Rising right now is Gyarados, Altaria, Blaziken, I think.
Blaziken. Yeah.
And then they could call it Mega Rising again, but the Rising is R-I-Z.
Okay, I don't think they're going to do
ING.
that. Or Mega Z Pokemon going to be worth 4 prizes instead of 3.
Well,
you know. Yeah, I think I'm done with Pocket. Yeah,
Done with it?
I'm not.
Like
even
you're not even
opening it.
playing it anymore? You're playing Pokemon Friends more
Okay,
than you're
look, I
playing
only played
Pokemon
Friends
Pocket?
for like an hour. It didn't take that long to get through all the new puzzles.
I mean, to be fair, how long have you been playing Pokemon Pocket when you play it? Like 30 seconds? Because you just open
No,
your
because
packs
everything
and
in
you
the app's
close
so
the app.
slow. It takes like 30 seconds to load everything.
Yeah.
It's like an hour. It's like an hour, but you're not
Yeah.
doing anything the whole time.
No,
Now you say you're done. Does that mean no more packs? Even you're not going to open
I'm
your
not.
daily.
I'm not opening daily packs. That's the thing. I haven't opened the app in 2 weeks. I haven't opened the app since I got back from Japan, and I didn't even skydive when I was in Japan.
Whoa.
See, I did, but I was opening my packs.
As you were skydiving.
But yeah, you need to do that while skydiving.
Well, the
That's-
Instagram reel will be coming out soon of me doing that, so keep an eye out.
I have nothing against Pocket. I don't think it's
even know where
bad
to
or
go from there.
anything. It's just another thing. It feels like
Yeah.
it just feels like a chore.
Yeah, that's fair.
It does a little
Like
bit.
when
Yeah.
I still look forward to waking up and the first thing I do before I even check my email
That's good.
or check Reddit or whatever, the first thing I do is Pokemon Sleep. Well, the first thing I do is go into my settings, change my clock because I've missed breakfast, and then I open Pokemon Sleep.
Sure.
You put a lot of effort into Pokemon Sleep. I will give you that. Like the fact that you go into your
Every day. I had
To change anything
change my,
for
I
this
did change my
game.
clock back. Sometimes I Sometimes I forget to change my clock back, and I'm like, "Oh, cool! It's only 6 o'clock. Like I can start stream right now." And then it's like, "Oh wait, it's actually 7. I just forgot to. I'm actually late for stream."
Have you? I was gonna say, have you like missed a meeting or anything because Pokemon
No,
Sleep?
I haven't. I haven't missed the. Pokemon Sleep also has this thing where like you can slowly feel like it's a chore, and then as soon as you get a god roll Pokemon, you're like 100% back in. When I got triple avocado
That's true.
crustal, I'm back in.
That's so true. By the way, I'd like to make a correction here on the podcast of my own doing. I think I had said that Crustle was like a no good Pokemon, or I had alluded to that in some way, that no one should love Crustle.
You did.
And I think I had said that Steve should not have picked Crustle over Bagon for some example in the past. It turns out like I don't like Bagon at all in this game, and Crustle's amazing.
The good old switcheroo.
I've been using Crustle every week. Crustle's great. Yeah.
Yeah,
Not Pokemon
Oh, I
Sleep.
got a shiny Larvitar this morning.
Oh, nice. Is it good?
Was it good?
I don't know. I'll let you know in a
All right,
second.
you get the details. This is our hidden Pokemon Sleep segment to see if people are paying attention. I still like Pokemon Sleep a lot. I still like Go.
Yeah.
Last night I spent probably 1 million Stardust powering up 3 Pokemon for GBL because
Nice. As you
because
do.
they have the Grusha stuff, and I was like, oh, I think the Grusha stuff is really cute. And there's something with GBL where it's easier to get Pikachu Libre, I think, right now.
Yes, it is.
Here's your hidden Pokemon Go segment to see if you're paying attention. It is easier to get Pikachu Libre right now, so I was like, okay, I'll do like 5 matches a day in GBL. And I noticed that a lot of the GBL stuff was like newer Pokemon, like Morpeko or Dual Blade or Regidrago I saw. And I was like, oh man,
Yeah,
I've been
right.
using the same GBL team for 5-6 years, right? It was just like,
Oh, yeah.
it was like Wigglytuff, Skarmory, Vigoroth or something.
Yep, exactly. That's like the
And
same
I was
thing
like,
pretty much.
oh, I feel like it's not working as good as it used to work. So I spent way too long Googling like teams and saying like, okay, what are people using? What do I have? And I was like, okay, I'll build a new team. And I did. And then I did 5 matches and I was like, okay, I guess I'll do another 5 tomorrow. Like, I don't want to burn myself out. So I'm like, I'll just do like 5.
That's the problem, right? Yeah, you don't want to burn yourself
But yeah,
out.
I'm still having a good time with Pogo. Still having a good time with Sleep.
I am going to expose myself here in just a second, so bear with me. I don't know the names of these ingredients, so I'm gonna do my best.
Okay.
I think the first one's ginger,
Yes,
and
probably.
then the next 2 were these little beans.
Soybeans.
3 little beans.
Yeah.
Soy-
All right,
Soybeans.
that's what it has for
So
ingredients.
ginger, soybean. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Berry finding S.
Good.
Helping speed S.
Good.
Skill trigger S.
Not good.
Okay. Ingredient finder M and skill level up S. And it is brave.
Wait, what's the
Larvitar's
nature?
an ingredient Pokemon, isn't it?
Brave.
Yeah, but what is it? I don't know the name.
Oh, sorry.
What
Speed
are
up,
the
help
up and
up,
down?
and EXP gains down.
Ooh, EXP gains down is rough on a pseudo legend. Mine is also EXP down.
Well, I'll throw it away.
No, I actually
No.
it has ingredient finding M and helping speed, which is good. The only problem is 75 is a pipe dream at this point.
Sure. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I probably wouldn't. I'd probably keep it, and then once
Yeah.
75 comes out, maybe.
Well, it's shiny. I'm
Or-
gonna keep
I think-
it.
Or you invest that candy boost
True.
for this for the today
That's true.
That's
to
true.
start that process.
There is a candy boost.
Well, Pokemon Sleep updated to point out the candy boost even better in the menu option.
Yeah, when you open the Pokemon box, it says there's a candy
Yeah,
boost.
it's really cool. And then once you use it, it goes away.
Yeah,
Okay.
which is really nice. That's a good update for sure. I
This
I
was
will
supposed to
say
be a TCG Pocket segment, by the way, and now we're talking about.
Oh,
no,
well,
that's
we'll,
fine. That's fine.
We'll bring it back around
I'm
to
okay
TCG
with talking
Pocket.
about Sleep.
We'll bring it back around to TCG Pocket. Pokemon Sleep is my number 1 Pokemon mobile game right now.
Remember when you deleted it and
It's
you unsubscribed, Bobby?
Yeah. So speaking of unsubscribing, I no longer pay for a Pocket. I have not put any money into Pogo in like 2 months,
Oh, I'd be spending Pogo
not including
money.
paying for Kalos Tour
Sure.
and everything that goes with that. But into the actual game, I have not put any money into Pogo in like 2 months, and I am not paying for Pocket anymore. So Sleep is number one. I do really do like Sleep the most out of the three mobile games. And yeah, I mean, I'm not getting any shiny Pokemon though, so bring them my way, please. Bring them over to me. But yeah, Sleep's a good game. Sleep's fun. It's nice. It's just slow enough that it's like not. It doesn't ever really get overwhelming in any way.
I think that people could and have said that Pokemon Sleep feels like a chore. But
It can.
it can. I don't feel that when I play it, but I do feel like Pocket is a chore.
Yeah. So I will say this, right? You just said yesterday, or not yesterday. You just said earlier that if you get like a really good Pokemon in Sleep, it like brings you right back in. You know, like I do that too. I start like doing all the math for like how I can get this leveled up quickly or what I can put into it now and all this stuff. That same thing, it can't be said for something like Pocket. Like I pulled the 3-star Gyarados yesterday, a Mega Gyarados in Pocket yesterday, and it was like, oh, that's cool. And I watched a little clip, and then I just went about my next pack. You know, I wasn't like, what am I going to do with this? I just kind of moved on
Yeah.
after that.
Austin, are you still paying for Pocket?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
Hold on. I opened up Pocket for the first time, and now I have to download an update.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do, because I do enjoy opening my free packs. I still want to complete the sets. I just don't think I care about the battling part of the game.
Yeah.
So I probably will still keep paying for a bit just to get those 2 extra packs.
You know what's funny is when I previewed the game in New York and the Pokemon Company brought me out. No one cared about the battling except me. Everyone was like ripping packs and like showing off the Charizards and the Mewtwo's they got.
Mm-hmm.
And I spent the majority of my time just battling. And I was like, man, I really like this. Because I used to play the TCG competitively.
Sure.
I got a Hitmonchan. Yippee. Then now I'm done. I'm done with Pocket for the day. I did my 2 packs. I got one Hitmonchan and moving on. And I still do think the battling is cool. And I thought about this last night when I was doing GBL. All of anything competitive is just so time consuming. Like 5 matches in GBL is really time consuming. 5 battles in Pocket is time consuming. And I know they're like short battles. But in order to get the rewards to like rank up, is it because with Pogo, and maybe correct me if I'm wrong, you need to get to rank 20 to get the Pikachu, I think.
Is that the change?
Yeah, I think that's the
time?
change.
I don't know. I just know it's easier.
I
don't
believe
know
the change is you get to rank 20, whereas before you had to get to rank Legend or something like that.
Okay, sure.
And 15 battles is rank 3, assuming that you win most of them. So it's still like 100 battles.
Yeah, it's a lot. No, it is like 100. It's like 100 battles or 100 wins maybe or something like that.
And to get to like master in Pocket is a lot of games. It just is. So it almost feels like it's like that all or nothing either. Like, oh, I could, I want to go to master, but I have to dedicate this much time. Because who's waking up and being like, I just want to get to great this season?
Sure. Well, that's what I was going to say is how many casual players are there doing the competitive side of any of these things, right? Like is there anyone out there who's doing a little bit of GBL, a little bit of Pocket, like battling, a little bit of, that's all I got. But is there anyone who's doing like a little bit of each of those? I don't think so.
But even with Z-A, most people are, I'm just going to get my Mega Stone and then I'm out. And with ZA,
Yeah.
it for me, who I would self-proclaimed, I think I'm better than average. It still takes 2 hours
Yeah.
to get to A. That's a lot of time for some people.
Mhm.
And again, that's if you're winning most of your matches.
Yeah.
On the plus side, I think, in my opinion, I ever since they changed it after season 1, season 2, and season 3, the rewards are really good, so that makes it worth it. Whereas the rewards for Pocket to climb ladder are nothing. You're not even get like a free booster pack when you go from Pokeball to Great.
Yeah. But I do wonder how many people, like there has to be a lot of people who they just play Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So they, they like GBL because it's, that's what they put their time into when they're playing that game.
Yeah.
Right? Or Pocket as well, right? They just play Pocket and they like collecting and then battling with the cards that they collect. So, I mean, I'm sure there is a high amount of those people, but I think when you play all the games, you really start to choose at what aspects of the games you want to invest your time in because you have people who only play those games, so those things have to be somewhat time consuming for those players.
Yes. And I'm committing to sleep, so something has to go. No, you're right. You're 100% right. It's really hard to juggle the amount of Pokemon games that are out there and try to do everything. Although it is very easy to not buy Pokemon cards because they're still impossible to find.
Yeah, they are.
Yep.
Accended Heroes. Ascended. That's right?
Yeah.
You're right. Accended Heroes.
Just that word doesn't seem correct.
Ascended?
Yeah. Like to ascend.
Like something ascended?
Yeah. Sure. We're excited to see how you choose to bulk up your strategy with Mega Hawlucha EX when Mega Evolution Accended Heroes expansion releases on January 30th, 2026. And they have a little trailer. Mega Hawlucha has 250 HP. This is still a problem. 290 cards, by the way, in the set. Very big.
Mm-hmm.
I did see Pokemon cards in a Target like 2 weeks ago. They had Phantasmal Flames. They had Mega Evolution.
Wow. Multiple sets.
They had maybe White Flare, Black Bolt, but it was like bundled with a bunch of other stuff that was like,
Okay.
you know how sometimes they'll put like really bad stuff with stuff.
Yeah.
So you're forced to sell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a physical pack of. Oh no, that's not true. Never mind. I was gonna say Black Bolt, White Flare, but I
They
did.
had the Mega Lucario boxes.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
They had a lot.
Those
And
are
I
newer.
sat there and I stared, and it said limit 2 each per person. I was like, okay, that makes sense. And then I decided not to buy anything because what am I gonna? I just so it was overwhelming to see cards. What am I gonna do? Buy
didn't know
2
what to
booster
choose.
packs and Phantasmal Flames and be like, oh, that was fun.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. That's what you're gonna do. Go back. Go back there and buy those packs.
They're gone
Buy the
now.
packs now.
No, I was at
Yeah.
Sheetz the other day, the gas station. For those of you that are unaware, I love it. Great hot dogs.
Hot dogs,
Yeah,
right? Okay, yeah.
they're
yeah.
so good. But anyway, I was at Sheetz, and they had a stand for Pokemon cards. They had Phantasmal Flames there. They were
Did
like
you
$1.
but they were sold?
They were like $1 more than they should have been, right?
Oh, okay.
Than MSRP. But yeah, I bought like 4 packs. I didn't really get anything good, but it was cool to see them there.
Yeah. I've heard gas stations have bought up some cards and have been selling them at like pretty close to MSRP prices. 7-Eleven as well.
Oh, nice.
I've seen some 7-Elevens have gotten Pokemon cards. So if you're filling up your tank, maybe pop inside and
Check.
you want to buy
I
some
ain't going
cards, they might be
inside.
there.
The second the gas pump is like, see cashier, I'm out. I'm out.
No, I gotta go in and get my hot dogs.
There you go. There you go.
Mall America has a new card store. It's like called like Tom Brady's Card Vault or something.
Sure.
Interesting.
Tom Brady's a football guy, right?
He is a football player.
Yeah.
He retired, but yes, he was a football player.
I don't think he's not a Viking guy, was
Nope, he was on the Patriots for a majority of his career and then went to the
I thought
Buccaneers
so.
at the
I
very
was
end.
like, but
You've
he
lost
has
me.
He has a store now at Mall of America, and they do have Pokemon
popular
stuff. They had the Charizard, Mega Charizard X or whatever box.
Oh, the UPC.
The UPC.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, it was
yeah.
$300.
$300.
Which I'm pretty sure that should have retailed for 80, I think.
I think it's 120 retail.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was like the Terrapagos box that they released a while ago. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 120 for those UPCs.
Yeah, it was 300. They did have like a lot of sports cards. Like surprise, no
Sure.
surprise. They had like a lot of slabs.
Shocking.
Their Pokemon section was probably the biggest section that wasn't sports related, and then they had a bunch of slabbed stuff. Like they had a PSA, I think it was an 8 or a 9 Moonbreon, not a 10. But they had a bunch of slabs. I don't know if they buy or anything, but it was nice to see another card shop, even though it was Tom Brady and Pokemon cards were probably severely overpriced. I knew the Charizard one was really overpriced, but I couldn't tell with like the slab stuff, like what was overpriced and what wasn't. They had Phantasmal Flames and they had Mega Evolution. They were $8 a pack.
Yeah, I mean, that's fairly overpriced as well. It's always hard for singles to say what's overpriced or what isn't
It
because
fluctuates.
it's just market value, right? It's just what the market is doing with singles, and it's really hard to say. I mean, technically, all of those singles came out of a pack where the MSRP of the pack was like $4, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So should all of those singles really be priced at like $4 a piece, like, or whatever? But yeah, it's really hard with singles to say like what's overpriced and what's not, especially because those prices fluctuate pretty quickly from time to time. Like I think right now prices on singles are like going down. So
I mean, like think about the
It's-
Kabuto guy right now.
Oh, brother.
You know what I mean? Like you could just make whatever. Now Kabuto's expensive. Okay, like you know what I mean? So yeah, it's always like interesting like going to like buy singles to see like, oh, is this worth it? Because it's like I don't know, maybe.
mhm.
Yeah. I mean, when I was in Japan, I bought a shrimp Labubu. It was like an iPhone or AirPods case or whatever.
I'm
It looks like a
invested.
Labubu.
Nice.
It's just in the form of like a shrimp.
I'm into it.
And I was like, oh, I've never found this anywhere. This has been sold out everywhere. I doubt they're gonna make it. It was from like a secondhand, like a book off or
Okay.
something, where I found it.
Mhm.
And I don't remember the exact conversion. I think it came to like $50 or something after the conversion, like $50 USD,
Mhm.
and it
Yeah.
retailed for $35. And I was like, oh, whatever.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, like $15 more. I'll never find it again. And then, of course, Mall America also opened a Pop Mart. And when I went into the Pop Mart, they were fully stocked with them. And I was like, oh, this sucks. I just got this in Japan for $15 more.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I wouldn't have expected one, Pop Mart to open in Mall of America, and two,
Yeah.
for it to be fully stocked with like Labubu stuff that has been sold out
Right.
for so long.
yeah. I mean, the real answer here is you buy one from Mall of America and then you put it on eBay for $50 and you get your $15 back.
Yeah, after eBay takes $15
Okay.
of fees.
$60. You put it on eBay for $60 and then you get your
Yeah.
$15 back.
Yeah, the market with that stuff is always really weird. I don't think the I don't know. I've heard that this set, Accended Heroes, is going to be the battle styles.
Yeah.
of maybe what tanks, or not tanks, but maybe is the downfall of maybe TCG will return to normal. Because Battle Styles did ultimately do that.
Yeah, it was Battle Styles. For sure.
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be nice to be able to walk into a store and see Pokemon product on the shelves. It's interesting because for both the Sword and Shield and the Scarlet and Violet series, they had the Charizard set be the third set of the series. So in Sword and Shield, it was Darkness Ablaze, and then in Scarlet and Violet, it was Obsidian Flames, I believe, was the name of the set. And then in this case, the Charizard set is the second set of the series, not the third set of the series. And I don't know if that's just timing, if it's just timing wise, like how they wanted to put them out because of when Phantasmal Flames came out related to like Legends Z-A coming out, right? So I'm sure it was more related to that. Or it could have just been a coincidence that the last two series had Charizard set third. But I feel like the second set of both of those series always was like not really well received initially. And I think the second set of the Sword and Shield series was it had a Giovanni in it. I can't remember the name of the set, but it was like regarded as like the worst set of the Sword and Shield series.
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it right now, but I don't know. But and then in Scarlet and Violet, it was Paldea Evolved, which eventually became very popular, but initially was not popular at all, and prices were not skyrocketing. So I wonder if there is going to be a switch here, and now we'll see with Accended Heroes, we will see a drop in price. And from what I've been hearing, like sealed value is also currently dropping, and that's the first time that's happened in a couple of years. So hopefully this is sliding us back into a normal Pokemon shopping experience.
I mean, because at this point, I've been like conditioned that if I see a pack or two in the store, I'm buying it, even if I wasn't planning on even looking. I always got to look. If there's a pack or two, I'm putting that in my cart. You know, even if it's a set that I don't care about. I don't know. It just feels like I need to, because it's like I'm never going to find them.
It's true. It's true. They got you.
They got me. I mean, whatever their plan is, it worked. It worked.
Yes, they're very good at that.
I think we'll end here, but I will also say I think I would be more compelled to buy Pokemon cards if my collection was organized and I knew what I wanted to keep and I knew what I wanted to get rid of.
Yeah.
But I have so much sealed and so much unorganized stuff that I wanted to sell/move that buying more cards isn't the solution right now.
Where's your Giratina, Steve?
I don't know.
On your desk somewhere? Just
no, it's definitely not on my desk. It could be in this cabinet here in one of these boxes.
Oh, every time. Oh, okay, real quick. The name of that set, that second set from Sword and Shield, it's Rebel Clash.
Oh, Rebel Clash was so bad.
Yeah, I'm saying.
It was
People
bad.
did not like Rebel Clash.
Okay, two things. Some house cleaning. Number one is our bonus segment. I do want to bring up the GameStop stuff. We didn't talk about this. The GameStop $30,000 trade-in. That will be on the bonus segment. We'll also be talking about Pokemon Center stuff. So if you are on the premium feed, just stick around until after the credits. Obviously, that'll roll into it. If you're not on the premium feed, patreon.com/PKMNcast for that. This week is number two. This week is the DLC, so I'll be streaming it on Twitch this week. I think Austin will also be streaming on Twitch. Bobby doesn't stream on Twitch. Thank goodness.
You gotta start
saving your sanity by not streaming on Twitch.
I'll just watch you two.
Next week episode is our big 700. I have one small announcement for that, so that'll be exciting. And I'm trying to get some stuff in the works after the holidays to start rolling out. So thank you for making it to the end. Thank you for listening. We will be back next week, of course, and then we'll probably maybe if we do if we do the mini episodes, it will be after 700, where maybe I can grab Austin and we can record like 3 or 4 mini ones. Again, I just have no clue how long the DLC is. I don't know what that's going to be broken into or what that even looks like. Who could be 5 hours long, could be 15 hours long. I don't actually know.
Could be longer than the original game. We have no idea.
I don't know, actually. But thank you for making it to the end. There's probably something else I would say. I don't know. Thanks for making it to the end. I appreciate it. If you're on the premium feed, stick around until after the credits. If not, thank you for making it this far. We will be back next week. This has been another episode of the Pokemon Podcast, and we are
Super effective.
Super Pokemon Friends, but spelled with a Z.
way to a Switch 2.
I just keep my Switch. $60? You kidding me? Like,
Yeah.
You get about $100 for a Switch on eBay.
yeah.
But again, if GameStop was offering $100, I'd be more. Still kind of feel like, $100
Yeah,
for a
100
Switch.
still doesn't really feel like enough, but